One of the things, like I don't like about my own people and the way they talk is when they say, oh, these people are lazy, oh, South Africans are lazy. You get the point? When they make statements like that, I just look at them and just shake my head, man. How you gonna be a visitor in somebody's land and you are saying the locals is lazy? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If the locals are lazy, but you are enjoying the resources from the locals, and you're going to call the locals lazy, if you that is not lazy, why don't you fix your own country? Yes, why don't you fix your own country? Everybody's ambition is different. It doesn't mean that person is lazy. And a lot of immigrants, when they move to a particular country that is very, very successful, they always want to claim that the locals is lazy. Oh, these people are lazy. You that is not lazy, why didn't you fix your own country? I don't like that. If you go to a country and you are making your money there, you are doing very well for yourself, be grateful, be thankful. Stop looking at what other people are doing. Always want to compare. I'm doing better than these locals. Look at these locals. I'm doing what? What do you profit from that? Why don't you go and fix your own country? If the locals were lazy, would they fix their country? Sometimes I just think sometimes we are very, very ungrateful. Sometimes we are very, very ungrateful. Not only Nigerians, a lot of immigrants. We are just very, very ungrateful. We talk recklessly. Talk recklessly. We talk very recklessly.
This video is for Nigerians. And Nigerians, take it from me, you are all living, even the documented ones. We don't care at this point. But please leave the people of Ghana.
So I saw this post on Facebook and I really see the need to talk about it. This video is not actually going to be a long video, but I want to make it categorically known that some people don't have sense. Honestly, some people do not have sense. I don't know if they are eating from their anus or something. I don't know, but some people really do not have sense. This guy, Lucky Moore, that made this post and was shaming South Africans who are fighting foreigners or what. I don't care to know about it. But shaming South Africans for not having petrol in their petrol station is actually very crazy. Because does this guy even make research? Does he even know what is going on in the world? Does he even know the current situation of their own countries? Does he even know? Because I'm not sure that he knows. I'm not sure he is in touch with the people of his country. I'm not sure he's in touch with his family, because if he is in touch with his family must have told him that their country don't have oil in their oil stations, that their country does not have fuel in their fuel stations. I don't know how some people think. He said very soon South Africa will be like how we were in past few years. Africa unite. Africa unite my foot. Africa unite my foot. I think we should start the African unity in your countries. I think we should start that in your countries. They say South African citizens are busy calling foreigners makwerekwere while their garages doesn't have enough diesel. Does your country have enough diesel? Didn't you see what is happening in the world? Haven't you seen that there is war between USA, Iran, and Israel? Don't you know that it is because of that thing that makes that affected the oil industry, the fuel industry, the diesel industry? You don't make calls, you don't make research. All right, so it's a global thing. It's a global thing. Don't be stupid. Don't show your stupidity because of what that I do not even know. Don't be stupid, okay? Even in your country, I am very, very sure that in your country, your fuel stations don't have fuel, all right? Even South Africa is better. The difference is that the petrol is more expensive than it used to be, but they have reserve, all right? Are you sure that in your country you even have petrol? Let's stop being stupid, please. Make research before you make some stupid post, né?
One of the things you have to learn to do when you travel to another country is to learn the culture. It's very, very important if you learn the culture of a new country where you find yourself. If your country was so great, you wouldn't find yourself going out in huge numbers to look for greener pasture. But if another country decides to accommodate you, you have to read the room. Try to figure out what they want and what they do not want. Instead of creating your own rules and trying to enforce your own culture on them, you have to learn their culture and abide by their rules. That is how we can coexist. We can't coexist when a group of people are going rampage in a country, forming their own rules and regulations and importing foreign culture. Let me give you an example. My first day in South Africa was in January 17, 1998. That was my first day in South Africa. And one thing I observed when I got to Pretoria, I observed that ladies will actually greet each other and give themselves a quick kiss on the mouth. Like ladies say, oh, my sister, it's been a long time. Oh, Kunchani. And they will come close and get themselves quickly on the lips. Not like, it's nothing sexual. It's nothing intense, nothing emotional. It's just a sign of love and affection between two sisters. Innocent gesture. But the first time I saw it, I was so shocked. I was really shocked. Shocked in the sense that, I was thinking now, would this be the way that other men will have to greet me in this country? And I had to do my research. I had to ask people, I saw this. Do men greet themselves the same way? Because if men actually greet themselves the same way, allow me to leave this country in peace. I don't want to stay here. But I found out the men just hug or shake themselves. In fact, it's a loving society in the sense that hugs are very common. People will just hug you. In Nigeria, we are not used to hugs like that. But there, people will just hug you. They want to greet you, they will hug you. They love you, you are crying, they will hug you. Hug is very important. Hug, whatever. So, I said, as long as men don't do the same thing, I'm cool. And I found out that men too don't do the same thing. What I was questioning is, will a woman greet me like that too? That would have been pleasing. That would have been very pleasing.
Whenever we tell people to go home, like the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa, I'm listening to this gentleman, the Nigerian High Commissioner spokesperson, speaking to one of our civic movement's leader, and saying that they helped South Africans during the apartheid time. Apparently Mandela was hidden. Nigeria hid Mandela 1963 for 6 months. Mbeki stayed in 1977 to 84 in Nigeria. Now, the next question that I'm going to ask is that, do we have a Mandela clan there and a king? Because Mandela comes from the line of kings and chiefs. Do we have a community of South Africans in Nigeria dominating a particular part of Nigeria? Are South Africans committing trafficking, doing drugs and things like that? You cannot use that logic and thinking to justify what Nigerians are doing in this country, amongst other things, because they are not the only ones that are notorious for criminality in this country. But since, as illegal immigrants or foreigners, but since we're talking about Nigerians in this instance, then we will then focus on this particular group or nation of illegal foreigners. You always have to remind us that you helped us. Let me tell you something, my man, whoever you are. Many South Africans died for the struggle in this country. Many families of South Africans died for the struggle in this country. As a matter of fact, almost every family, you don't have to go too far to find a liberation struggle activist or somebody who passed away or died fighting for the liberation struggle. Every family, every South African family, either relative, if you don't find somebody who was an activist in that family, in that bloodline, either on the mother's side or on the father's side, you will find a freedom fighter in that family. Because we are a people of resistance. That's who we are. From the times of the kings and the chiefs. You talk about the Mapondo, you talk about the Xhosa, you talk about the Zulu, you talk about the Sioux. We are a people of resistance. That's who we are. It's in our blood. So this thing of resistance has been there. It's inculcated in our DNA. So don't come here and talk about that you helped us. And Those frontline state countries are not talkative like that. Your people here are committing hideous crimes. And South Africans are tired. And I like what the gentleman said. I don't know his name. He says our apology is one thing. You as the Nigerian High Commissioner in the country, the apology that we want to see from you South Africans is that we want you to see you making visas, whatever, communicating with our Home Affairs. And these 500,000, apparently that's the number of illegal foreigners, according to some report, illegal Nigerians in the country. 500,000 something plus. Got to go the stepping and got to get the stepping, and you guys ought to get involved. The High Commission of Nigeria. You ought to have to get involved in there. Get the stepping. Get the stepping. Get the stepping. That's our apology. No apology of mouth here. The damage is too much for us to bear. Get the stepping. Get the stepping, because it's about to get worse. We still playing, we still asking. Get the stepping. It's about to get worse. South Africans are tired. Every time when we demand what's right for us, and nobody should tell us how, dictate to us terms and conditions. This is our country. Sekaya. It's not your country, it's mine. And fellow South Africans and citizens. You are here illegally. Not even our government will tell us anything when it comes to South Africa. When Mandela said, President Mandela, the late, said that if ANC government does to, if the ANC government does to you what the apartheid government did, you do to the ANC what you did to the apartheid government. He understood who we are. Because all of you don't understand who we are. You don't understand you don't understand what we are willing to do or what it takes for us. That's why even in the times of Ubankuluru, the struggle time, it was a minority of us who went out. Many of us, of our people, stayed in the country. Those so-called that went to exile, there were few compared to us, our people who stayed here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious matter. We are playing with you. To the Nigerian High Commissioner, listen to those South Africans when they say the apologies there, deportation of all illegal foreigners. Nigerian, the Nigerian High Commission will be responsible for the illegal Nigerians. Deport them home, make paperwork, processes, whatever, start the process of taking them back home. That's the only apology that we want. The coronation thing of a king. You don't understand South Africans. You don't understand who we are. We don't run away. We stay and face whatever we need to face. That's who we are. If you can understand that about us,